back in, and happy Oktoberfest to you all over the world. We are now celebrating what is the Oktoberfest dates that they would be, I'm hoping they're now celebrating in Germany, although I don't know what's going down. Today, Craft on Tap is going to talk some more about Oktoberfest beers. We've got a Sam Adams Oktoberfest, we have a Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest, and we have a local beer, Santa Fe Brewing Company's very own Oktoberfest. Very different, one's even in a can, two are in bottles. Who knew? Today on Craft on Tap Beer Review, starring Nick A. Myers. The day was hot, a bit balmy. The birds have been dropping dead all over New Mexico, and what we thought, we'd put on some lederhosen and meet you here at Craft. Guys, I'm not going to wear lederhosen. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to wear them sooner hosen or later hosen. You're watching Craft on Tap. We are, as always, on the web at craftontapshow.com, Craft on Tap Show here on YouTube, and I believe we have an Instagram, and I even think we have a donation. We're working on a Patreon for the accounts that we have. We're going to have it on our website, and when we get the Patreon up, we want you, if everyone could just give $1. Just $1 can help save a craft beer's life, okay? We want to bring you content forever, for the foreseeable rest of our lives, until one of us or all of us are dead. And even in that case, we might just do the whole Disney thing, freeze our heads, come back when science can revive us, and just keep this thing going on forever. But we can't do it without you. And $1 a day, what's that? Half a Starbucks you don't have? So anyway, we'll give you the details soon. Keep in touch. Craft on Tap's Beer Peer Review focuses today on the Oktoberfest beers. Let's get into it because I'm thirsty. And folks, when you're thirsty, make sure you drink alcohol responsibly and be thirsty and drink. All right, folks, let us get into the first one. Sam Adams Oktoberfest, which boasts to be a traditional Marzen, which is a March beer, which is our beers technically, as we've mentioned, brewed in March. Oktoberfest beers were now enjoyed during the end of September into October, which is why we're here. So, happy Oktoberfest! Reminds me of a joke, huh? How many Germans does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just one. They're pretty efficient and they're not really funny or anything, so it's a one-man job. Anyway, alright, let's get on this. We have the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Look at this. This is, wow, this is going to be darker than my, understanding of an Oktoberfest generally. It's in the light here. In the light of the Lord, we are being basked in the beautiful light of the heavens of craft beer. It almost looks cherry colored, but it has a decent amount of head on top. It's frothy, it's bubbling, and a lot of effervescent bubbles. It's a little dark. I like it. Oh yeah, right away I'm getting sweetness. I'm a lot of, there's no hops. All I'm catching on the nose is malt. So if you like a malty beer, I'm already going to tell you this is going to be some malt flavored maltiness. You know, that's really all I'm getting on the nose. So let's dive into the Oktoberfest from Sam Adams. That's good. It's it's robust, it's deep, it's rich, it's malty, it's toasted. I'm gonna say, Sam Adams, it's not exactly what I would think of as an Oktoberfest, as a traditional Pilsner style, but I'm not hating it. I like it. It's sweet, it sticks around for a while, it's got a nice mouthfeel. I mean, I would say it's a pretty dang good beer. Would I say it's an Oktoberfest in my mind? I wouldn't say because I don't know. But I would say you should try this beer because it's very tasty. It's just malty, 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 malty. Yeah, that's like the main thing going on here. Malt forward. Folks, it's going to be the holidays soon. And what better way to celebrate it with your family, all over 21, and drink some craft beer together. So, let's get on to the next one. Oktoberfest, Sierra Nevada. You've heard about them. They're a brewing company. They're in Chico, I think, right? California? So this one on the back talks about it having the toasted malt, German hops. It's going to have the bread and floral. See, didn't get a lot of floral or fruity off that first one, to be honest, just malt. So I'm kind of hoping this beer's presents a little bit different. Already you can tell, you can see the wheat in there. I don't see the darkness from the malt as much. It's going to have a little more of a frothy head, but it is subsiding, so the head retention is very limited. But it does look exciting in there, and it's going to be a shade darker. It's going to be a little bit more like, kind of mustard color. I can smell the wheat. I can smell fruit. I can get those hops in there ever so slightly, but this one, has a very nice gentle aroma. It's a very light, smell on the nose. Ooh, now that is tons of floral. I mean, a lot going on. I couldn't even name a couple. I mean, this is like lots of flowers going on. This is more of a Pilsner style beer that I would associate with an Oktoberfest. Again, no hating going on. I love Sammy A, but this Oktoberfest from Sierra is going to be kind of hitting home a little more. Definitely no bitterness at all. I mean, it has a sourness kind of on the end there, but it's really it's not bothering me at all. Nice, crisp, easy. It's just a little sweet too. And wow, when it hits the jowls back there, you're getting a little bit of a fruitiness. I like this. This is much different than the first one, much lighter, less heavy. Very carbonated still though, has a nice... The mouthfeel is actually really good in there. That one's A+, yeah, fruit and floral. Boom, 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 Oktoberfest. So the last one is going to be from Santa Fe Brewing Company, located out here in Mexico. We have discussed some Santa Fe Brewing Company beers before. They're one of our favorites. You can check them out on the web, as I'm sure both Sierra Nevada and Sam Adams have those same avenues. Oh, I was going to use, I'll tell you what, guys. Happy Oktoberfest. I couldn't be happier to be here. And now this one's going to talk about a crispy maltiness as well. I like this. It's a beer that strikes fear in soft pretzels, bratwurst, and red chilies all over the world. So, alright, well that's weird. Alright, this is our third Oktoberfest beer today, and even just a little bit lighter than the last one. I mean, really, in this successive line of dark to light, but this is really pretty. A lot of bubbles going on in there. I'm loving the amount of excitement, that pancake head batter and the pancake batter head, and the fact that it's just sticking around, like the retention is great. This looks, again, a little more what I'm kind of thinking. This Oktoberfest is a really good beer. It's just a lot heavier than you would think of, and a little darker than most traditional Pilsner / Oktoberfesties. Wheat on the nose, but it's nice. It's kind of the beer I like. I'm a Pilsner fan, so. Ooh, man, that is fan-wham-bam-tastic. Yep, exactly. So, even animals can sense when I'm excited about this beer. And I want you to know one thing. This is I can't say I like any of them more. I'm going to kind of go with this as my favorite today. These two kind of a close second, third, but this beer is really unassuming. It's not super carbonated, and it's not super heavy either. So you get a little up front, and then it kind of just goes away. A nice wheat flavor, nice sweetness, honey. Getting a lot of honey, like them honey candies. I had to, chew on them. I think there's just a smidge of honey or something, like a touch of honey, or something like that. That's what I'm tasting in this. Caramely, yummy. But I would say again, 3 Oktoberfest style beers, completely and totally different. These last two, similar enough to each other, but again, I saw a nice difference. So, happy Oktoberfest. Everybody try an Oktoberfest brew today, and we'll see you back here. We do our content every Tuesday and Friday. We've got some great new stuff coming up in the near future. I'm Nick A. Myers. This is Craft on Tap. This is the Beer Peer Review. So, Prost, cheers, salud, and ecco domani. Cheers! Prost! Oktoberfest!